Good morning, everybody.
Hey!
It's officially summer.
It's officially summer, and
Yeah.
I'm not leaving on a jet plane, but I'm leaving up the Jersey Turnpike to 95 northbound to Cape Cod. I just did that. Dude, I could freestyle.
Freestyle.
So I'm wearing my C21 Redwood fedora because I am checking out manana to go on vacation, and I cannot wait.
Oh, I bet.
Amazing.
I'm jealous. I don't get to go on vacation for another week.
I know. We're going a whole bunch of vacations this week, so it'll be fun. You guys are going to see a mishmash and yeehaw adventure here.
A yeehaw adventure.
A yeehaw adventure as we mix and match our team. There's a few I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the Ingrid Morris show again.
I'm looking forward to that. I am waiting. Like, I'm going to pop some popcorn for the time Ingrid and Sharon do one together. That's going to be a nail-biter.
But fun.
It will be fun. Yes, it will.
The biggest part about the nail biter we won't be able to see, though, which is just, is it all going to happen?
Right.
Is the technology going to go?
Right.
Who knows?
Exactly.
Who knows?
So...
Yes.
I was thinking about it the other day, or I was out the other day, and you know how like music just completely and utterly changes your mood, right?
Of course.
So I was driving home from, I picked up Owen from lacrosse practice, and I'm driving home, and we're just going through like music on my phone. I'm like, this is a song that always reminds me of you, which got me thinking about celebrity or musician encounters, because a song that I came across reminded me of a story. So I have, so in my past career, I've been very lucky to have met some pretty cool people. I've met John Legend.
Nice.
I've met and interviewed Leonard Skinner.
Oh, that's cool.
Like just a bunch of them. But a personal musicianal run-in story that I had was actually in college.
Cool.
And we were, so I lived in a townhouse with some friends. There were 4 of us in the townhouse, and we decided we went to a show in DC. We went to go see Good Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
So college, so that kind of dates me right there. And we were there, and we met the band, and they were like inviting us, like, oh, come back to this, to hang out and do all this. And 2 of my roommates were like, yeah, and I'm like, no, this is not a good idea. I know. I was like, fun story, not a good idea.
Stop
later. I was like, so that was my musician run-in. And I'll let you go because I know you have a good one. But my favorite one is actually, it's my mom's story.
Oh my God, that's a good one. All right, so not so much an actual human being that run in, but so Eric, my husband, has a couple of likenesses, especially when he was younger. They used to confuse him with Ben Affleck, things like that. Well, this one time we were at a Dave Matthews show, and it was god awful. I mean, it was pouring rain. It was at RFK. I mean, it was the whole thing. We're all in like ponchos, and it's cold, and it's supposed to be the summer show, and out of nowhere, this is way pre-kids, out of nowhere, these like young girls come running at him, like ambushing him, and they're like, oh my God, it's Joey Fatone from NSYNC! And he was like, I'm not Joey Fatone.
Please don't call me that.
Yeah. So meanwhile, my sister and I are there, and the 2 of us just fall out. We're like, oh my God! So for every single Christmas, my sister has given him like the Joey Fatone NSYNC doll or something memorabilia. So not a musician, but the husband got confused as NSYNC Joey Fatone.
That's so funny. So my mom is in her late 70s, and this happened, I think it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. They travel a lot right now, being in retirement, and I can't remember where they were. But they were out somewhere, south. I know they were south somewhere. And they were out at this restaurant, and they were there. It was my mom and my dad, and I believe my uncle and my aunt were there as well. And they were at this restaurant, this like bar restaurant type thing. And they were just sitting having dinner, and there was a gentleman near them. And so they were like, would you mind taking a picture? And the guy was like, my mom was like, he was really kind of put off by it, and she was like, it won't take very long. Could you please just take take a picture? And so he finally like relented and was like, fine. And so my mom hands him her camera, and he was like, and he kind of gave her this look, and he's like, what? And she's like, can you just take our picture? And he's like, you don't want me in the picture? And she's like, well, if you want to, but we just want to take a picture of us. And he goes, I'm from Chicago. And my mom's like, oh, well, we're from Philadelphia. And so the guy was just like, okay. So he took the picture, and then he walks away, and my mom's like,
what the hell was that about?
right. And so the bartender comes over, and he goes, you don't know who that was? And my mom's like, no. And he was like, he's from the band Chicago. And my mom was like, oh. She was like, well, I'm sure we just gave him a big ego boost. We have no idea who you are. Just take our picture. But the best part was how he's like, I'm from Chicago. And my mom's like,
I'm
we're
from
from Philadelphia.
First of all, your mom's like, my son is just the cutest lady ever. So innocent.
I know. So I was listening. The reason this came up, the song that I will forever, every time I hear this song, and will remind me of my son Owen, is Saturday in the Park by Chicago.
Saturday.
And because when he was little, he would sing that all the time. And so that reminded me, and I was like, oh my God, that's
phenomenal. It's so good. It's so good. So I'm only going to do one more on, not as awesome as that one, but a good friend of ours is like quite possibly one of the biggest Jimmy Buffett fans.
The biggest Jimmy Buffett fan.
And we're going to have to tag her in this post because currently, did you know she's at Sea Base right now with the Boy Scouts?
I did not know that.
Yeah, she's really roughing it right now on a Boy Scout sailboat in the Keys, sailing.
She out there with binoculars to see if she can spot Jimmy Buffett.
So anyways, so Annie Clark, this one goes to you, and I'm sorry I did not get your permission to embarrass you, but I'm going to do it. So our good friend Annie loves Jimmy Buffett, and she wears that hat, which is, of course, a cheeseburger in paradise with sesame seeds on top. And every year when Buffett comes in, and Eric and I met at Buffett, we all go to the Jimmy Buffett show, and she sneaks out at the very end, right, during the encore, and goes over. So she, was into her cups that night, and sneaks out and literally tells the security guards, like, sorry, you can't come back here, because he leaves to the VIP lot, and of course we get tickets to the VIP lot so that she can do this every time he comes. And she replies to the security guard, don't worry, I'm not going to hurt him. And they let her through.
Right, because that doesn't raise suspicions.
Right, and they let her through. And I also need to point out, too, that when she goes, she always gets pit seats, so she's right up front, and sings every single song at the top of her lungs. So she goes over, and sure enough, as Jimmy, she's got a sign, and she was like, I just need to tell him that, how much he means to me, and that, when he sings, it just grounds me and just brings me back to earth. And as Jimmy Buffett goes by, she had this whole thing she was gonna say, and basically she ends up totally incoherent, going, and he goes, I saw you. You were right up front the whole time and sang every word. Thanks. See you next year. And drove by. She about died.
Yeah.
Head explode. But all I can think of is in the movie The Christmas Story, when the dad gets so mad and he's like, got a finger. And you have no idea what he's saying. I feel like that was her. She choked. All right. On to the business at hand. I'm going to leave this right here, though. Because it's summer. Buffett, go ahead. What's happening this week?
All right. So, unfortunately, tomorrow is...
my vacation?
Yes. Well, not unfortunately. Unfortunately for me, because I'm covering.
Yeah.
Whitlow's on Wilson is closing down tomorrow. So they are going to have some extra stuff happening. So rooftop music and some more. But they're also doing an auction for they're auctioning off some of the stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can go get a little bit of memorabilia.
Oak and Wine Shop shut down this week too and took their sign down, which is sad too. So
they were really good. They
had
really
I'm
good
sure
wine.
Brian will do something later. So carrying on.
Another thing that is shutting its doors, but not until September 30th, is Ford's Fish Shack in Ashburn.
They're shutting their doors?
Yes, due to leasing issues. It's only that location. They are going to look for another place in Ashburn to maybe open up, but for this is the original location.
Yeah.
So they are
That's
shutting
shocking.
the doors September 30th, but they're not going away. There's also the one out in South Riding. So there's other locations, but the original one is shutting down,
That's sad.
and they're going to be looking for a new place.
Well, Ford's Fish Shack also does a ton of food trucks type stuff, and I will tell you, after we interviewed Billy over at Captain Pell's, Billy Pell, he was saying that with COVID, it's caused a lot of restaurants who did go mobile, and kind of that was a secondary catering type thing for them. COVID, it kind of kept them alive, and they really did see an income stream. And I can tell you also that with Billy, and you heard him say this too, that because of the mobile nature of the business, it attracted his demographic. He had a hard time getting the 18 to 25 in the door, and they were like the primary people using food trucks and catering. So it's interesting to see. Again, I think this is going to be further ramification of the impacts of COVID on the restaurant biz.
It will, because also with the food trucks, it's also thinking about what is going to happen with offices reopening, because a lot of food trucks will go and stop in commercial office spaces for lunch. I mean, I know we have a great ones out here all the time.
Awesome food trucks. If you're in Fairfax near Eaton Place, swing by anytime, pretty much 11:30 to 1:30, and there's always a fantastic food truck right out front.
Yeah, it is. Some other news is, do you want to know what is bringing politicians together? I know we don't ever talk about politics, but
look at you, taboo. It's like money and religion.
I know, but do you want to know what's bringing them together for bipartisanship?
What?
The Free Britney movement.
Free Britney movement.
Yes.
Okay. And what are they?
So, as I know a lot, it's all over the news, so I know everyone knows about it. So there's the whole legal issues surrounding Britney Spears, guardianship, and stuff like that, and it is awful. We're talking like Handmaid's Tale. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
But so there's, the court case was happening. She actually got up and spoke, and just some of the stuff that came out. But while that was happening, politicians on both sides are wanting to free Britney.
That's awesome.
Bipartisanship.
Yay. So that's what it takes.
That's what it is.
So there it is.
Yes, so Skateland. You up for some disco themed roller skating? I really want to go.
Video.
I know.
We're doing a video.
So Skateland is opening tomorrow in Mosaic.
That's going to be awesome. Where in Mosaic?
The event is right in Strawberry Park.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
I know. So it's going to the disco themed event's tomorrow from 5:30 to 10.
Cool.
And then when you can go skate, adults it's $15, kids are $13.
That's actually really affordable.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Do you remember when our kids were Ryan and Jude were probably around like 9, 10, and then Josh and Owen were a little bit younger. We would take them over
to Manassas
to skate. And the best was when it was Michael Jackson.
Oh my God.
It was amazing.
They all dressed up. It was phenomenal.
I know. And it brought me back to, I remember the skate parties in elementary school where like the school rented out the skate rink.
I do.
And it was like backwards skating and shaker sweaters. And it was...
So there was that.
The thing.
There was that, and then I grew up over here by Woodson, so it was the whole Fairfax ice rink, back skate, slow dance skate, reverse skate, the whole nine. But what they used to do in Fairfax County as well is that the 5th and 6th grade patrols would have movie day. So 5th and 6th grade, you got to be a patrol, and they would do movie day. And I can tell you that when I was in 5th grade, so right now where Scout District is at Fairfax Circle used to be a movie theater 100 years ago when I was in 5th grade. And we went to go see, okay, you ready to date yourself?
Okay.
I raise you, good Charlotte. We went to go see The Last Starfighter in 5th grade, but then in 6th grade, we went full on Karate Kid 1.
Okay.
Karate Kid 1, and they bust.
What was that? Was that 83? 84?
84. 84.
I'm not going to tell you how old I was.
Right. So I know. You were a mere infant.
I was 4.
I know. Well, I was not 4, and I was 10. And so that being said, we all went to the Karate Kid, and you want to talk about a theater? I mean, at the end with Johnny and Daniel in the ring, and he goes up for the heron kick and the whole night. I mean, you would have thought it was like the freaking Super Bowl. I mean, all these little kids with their little patrol belts were all like, "Wah!" I mean, like the crowd goes wild. It was, oh yeah, we had our little patrol belts on, and like because we had to wear it because we were on official business, and we went totally ape. But I mean, literally, the school bus like went around and picked up all the local schools, Old Creek and Little Run on the way. It was a blast. We had so much fun.
The 80s were great.
They really were. Okay, so
all right,
what else?
So last thing I have is so there are a group of homeowners out in Prince William County, western Prince William County, over by like Manassas Battlefield. In the neighborhood, it's called Dominique Estates. It's a neighborhood of about homes that are on anywhere from 5 to 15 acre lots. Built not that long ago, in the 2000s. And they are actually going up to the zoning department, asking them to rezone all of their property so data centers can come in.
Ooh.
They're out. They want to be out. There's a bunch of data centers. There's a big, like 700 plus data center that's already planned for out there.
Yeah.
And they bought into this community, wanting it to be this kind of like a little bit more rural, a lot more space for the neighborhood, which they have. I mean, they're on 5 to 15 acre lots.
They've got the space.
But the surrounding area is being developed. And so they are like, look, we're ready to just call it quits, sell our land to a data center, because apparently an acre of land is going for like $1 million for data centers.
Wow.
Count me in.
Yeah, I'd be like,
you want my land? I'm almost on an acre.
No problem. I'm out. We're gonna have the smallest data center ever in our neighborhood. Anywho, that was funny. Little tiny baby data center.
Right.
All right. Anything else? Okay,
No,
we'll go back to the rest. All right. So let's see what's happened. Let's get in now. Let's be for real. All right. What happened this week in Focus on Nova? It was a busy week. I looked at the What You Get For. Love this series. This was such a great listing. They did such a beautiful job with the updates. This was one that we listed at $509,333 because she liked threes.
Right.
And they were just a lovely couple, and it showed like a model, and we ended up selling it at $554, but we look at 5, 10, and 20% down. Stop paying rent. Stop paying rent and get into home ownership, because you can start paying yourself instead of somebody else to live in your house.
Correct. Maura took a look at the markets, what was happening. Now, this is historical data, and this is actually, this took a look at what happened in the May months. So skyrocketing numbers. We have seen that come down a little bit. We've come back into our normal cycle. So those are, but it's really good to know what those numbers are looking like across the region. So we went ahead and plugged in and looked at those numbers.
Yeah, this will be great to look at for what happened. If you are actively seeking property or looking to sell, you need to contact us, because we have seen the shift and we need to show you the current data week over week so that you understand what it is you're getting into. Okay?
Yes, I went out to Reston to Tiki Thai, and Jeremy Ross, the founder, the everything there, bartender, the owner, all that jazz. He took me through 3 different cocktail drinks, and he has great bartender skills.
Mm-hmm.
Like, watch the video. Like
alone, watch the video. If you do nothing else, watch the cocktail video, because it's amazing how they do what they do.
I know. So he brought us through 3 different drinks that you can try not only at home, or more importantly at Tiki Thai, and they do a fantastic brunch.
There you go.
Also.
Brunch.
Yes.
Love it. All right, so what's happening coming up? I don't care. I'll be on the beach. I'm just kidding.
I'll be here.
I very much care, and the team is backing us up. So that being said, I'm going to take a look at some high-tech bathroom trends. I know. It's like, that's a toilet.
That's
That is a toilet, okay?
That's very
And Kohler
lucky.
makes it. And it's a fancy toilet, but it's water conservative. It's also got
Oh,
a
that's
bidet
good.
built into it. In addition to that, you've got your water temperature thermostats, and we look at smart mirrors, which are connected to Wi-Fi, and you can do it all while you're getting yourself ready in the morning. Check out those bathroom
You know what?
trends.
I bet I'd be on time more if I had a smart mirror.
I don't think so, unless it like physically puts the makeup on you.
No, but it could be like, I could literally be like sending the emails that, or
You just be
checking
in the bathroom
everything.
logger. You just be in the bathroom logger. All right, now this is a short what you get for that's coming up. This was a fun one. This was a purchase that we had where our folks were coming from out of town, and this is the one where we sold it at $735, and we're going to look at that price point out in Chantilly. But they were able to get into this neighborhood under the top of the market and then make the renovations themselves. So we were really able to hook them up with some of our resources to make a home a home.
And then Maura is going to be jumping into doing all the research for you to find out what some of the best 4th of July celebrations are. They don't always happen on 4th of July, so you could probably get to all of them.
Yeah.
So make sure to check that out because Maura's going to walk us through it.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right, upcoming events at Focus on Nova. Did we miss something?
No, we're going to be busy this weekend.
We are going to be busy this weekend. Ugh, this listing is just absolutely going like bang-gusters.
Neither of us can talk today.
We're having strokes today. Gangbusters. This is over on Brayburn Road, near Guinea Road, and it backs to Rutherford Park. Half-acre lot. Half-acre lot. Did not stutter on that one.
And it's a
huge
beautiful
house.
flat lot.
Yep. It's
Yeah, and
up
it's
high in the
fenced.
front, and then it takes a hill, which the house is built into, so you have a walkout basement, and then it's flat and fenced. Big Rambler. It's about 1,700 square feet on one level, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, updated. It's gorgeous. I mean, just look at this kitchen over there. And they updated the master bathroom as well as the hall bathroom. So it's just a move-in ready property. Check it out. We're listed at $750, and you can say hi to Maura and Lynn in person on Saturday for this property.
2 to 4.
This one is over in Springfield off of Huntsman Boulevard at the intersection, or near the intersection of Huntsman Boulevard and Fairfax County Parkway, zoned for Sangster Elementary School, Irving Middle School, and West Springfield High School. Original owner in 1981. A pleasure to work with. The family's amazing. They put in hardwoods on both levels. They updated the hall bathroom and the powder room. They did not update the master bathroom, mainly because you can reconfigure it a gajillion different ways, and we didn't want to do that for the next person.
Yeah.
Get in there, learn it, love it. It's a big house with big rooms, walkout basement, and the coolest workroom / gym you've ever seen. Underneath the garage, usually that's just slab foundation, but not in this case. The builder actually cleared that space out, reinforced it, so there's an unfinished walkout with sliders space that you can access from the inside of the property that is perfect for a workshop or a gym.
Yep.
This one's listed at $780. Excuse me, and Ingrid's going to be holding it open from 2 to 4 on Saturday. Okay, your turn.
My turn. What am I looking
Bexley.
at? Bexley. We, Maura. It's so small and I can't see behind me. So we also have an open house that Maura is going to be at on Sunday from 12 to 2. This is over in the Woodson district, and we are looking at a great size house. It's just under 2,000 square feet. Beautiful patio in the back. Really good size kitchen. The other thing that's really nice, even though this house was built in 1970, and it's kind of the side split level type home, this is one where the primary does have its own bathroom and a walk-in closet, which you don't actually find a lot in these.
Not in this age group.
Right, in this age group.
But yeah, it's got 4 bedrooms upstairs.
Yep, and
it's that are good sizes, and then a 5th bedroom down in the basement, which is a fabulous office off the family room.
Right.
Really functional house. 1 carport and a beautiful slate patio in the back.
Yeah,
if
the
you are
patio's
not
gorgeous.
a yard person, this one is like the front yard, you mow it, and the backyard's a slate patio with a retaining wall and a gorgeous ivy backyard. So it is,
and it's
great.
So light filled.
Right.
You have a nice huge bay window in the kitchen. The kitchen's great.
It is
The
a great kitchen.
is a
It's
great
the heart
space.
of the home. The owner and her family They just lived in this kitchen. It was absolutely the heart of the home.
Yeah.
You can see the picture right here above me, and there's multiple pictures inside. But check it out. This one we just reduced the price to $729,990, so $730. Check it out. It's Woodson High School, Frost, and Little Run again. So it just great home. Check it out. Morrill will be there Sunday from 12 to 2. And if you want a private showing outside of that, just let us know, and we'll let Lynn and
Not
Lauren
Tracy.
know. Don't call me. I'll be on vacation. Did I mention I'm on vacation? Other things to do this weekend.
So while Tracy's traveling the New Jersey Turnpike,
I'll be
there's
loading
a
up
lot
with sunscreen.
Yes, there's a lot you can do in Northern Virginia. So Fairfax City's Rock the Block is back on this summer, and it debuts tonight, and the Rockettes are going to be there. Also coming back and starting up this weekend is Cars and Coffee over in Boston. So that's where you get the great cars, like people come out and bring out their cars so you can see all those old-fashioned cars, updated cars, fancy cars. So it's a great family kind of thing to do. It's from 8 to 11 every Saturday through August 7th, so that starts this weekend.
That's great.
Smithsonian Folklife Festival is this weekend. However, it's online. It's not in person this year, so maybe if you were never able to make it, it's going to be easier for you to do so. So go check that out on the Smithsonian website. You can kind of peek in and see what's happening there. And then this one's really exciting. This is a nice little luxury one. There is the Heist Summer Series. So the Heist is a rooftop bar that the Kennedy Center was planning on opening last year, but then the pandemic hit.
Of course.
But they are back, and they are coming back. They're doing it. It is a rooftop bar. You can rent cabanas for $1,000, and it comes with bottle service. There's going to be live DJs, or if you just want a regular table a table for six is $240. It's Saturdays from 9 p.m. to 1:30 for 8 weeks, and to make reservations, because they when they tried to open before the pandemic, they were sold out so quickly. So if you are interested in going, it's like I said, every Saturday from 9 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Way past my
I was going to
bedtime.
say, wow, that's like fancy and late.
You can go on the Tuesday before at 10 o'clock is when reservations open, that you can go on and get a reservation for that upcoming Saturday. So
it's kind of fun.
I'm not going to lie. I really want to.
I kind of want to do a show and go. That would be really fun.
Yeah,
we should do that.
We should.
That would be fun.
We'll apologize to everybody that we're there with at the same time as this.
Right, so there's that. So the other thing I was going to remind people on is the farmer markets are open, folks. They are open and go. They're everywhere around. You can Google Northern Virginia farmers markets. They will all pop up. So just get out there, support your local farmers market, and eat some local produce. It's a good thing.
There's a lot of them.
Other than that, that's a wrap.
That's it.
If you see
That's
Eric,
Conjoy for
Wait, no, that's not that. That
That's
was New Kids on the Block. All right, yeah. So if you see him, then it's gonna bang bang. Bye.
All right, have a great Friday, everybody.